Can you let us know what is the most difficult thing about being an independent artist and pursuing music?
Financing it. Financing it. Like, once you become bigger, the fans and the supporters want so much from you, but they gotta keep in mind that you are still financing everything by yourself. And with me speaking for myself, I don't have like a team, like I don't have a management, I don't have anything. Like I'm doing all of this by myself. So that's to me that's the hardest part. We're like financing it.
Yep.
And I think I'm doing a good job with it. But as fast as everybody want everything, they're like, we want visuals, we want everything else. I'm like, y'all,
like,
y'all have no idea how much the videos cost, the plates cost, my fits cost. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the most difficult part of it. As far as the creative wise, it's becoming too easy to me right now. I'm gonna be honest. I can write a rap.
You like, I can do this.
I can do the songs. Still got to pay for the studio time and everything else.
Time is money, but you know we got to flip it on the bright side.
Yeah, and I just look at it as I'm investing into myself. So,
absolutely, and that's how you're supposed to look at it. You make lemons out of lemonade.
Yeah, and I'm really seeing it with this project. I'm really seeing like the fruits of my labor with this project. Yeah.
Now, on to that, what would you say is the most fulfilling thing about being an independent artist and pursuing music? What do you love the most about this journey so far?
I love that nobody's controlling my artistry. Nobody's telling me my sound. Nobody's really telling me like the deadlines. Nobody's dictating anything when it comes to me as an artist. I'm just giving everybody the raw, authentic me, and I'm just putting it out to the world.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And the fact that you have done so much between ghostwriting, being an artist yourself, you also have done fashion design, which we'll get into as well.
Okay.
And obviously all of that is under the umbrella of entertainment. What is the most valuable lesson you've learned thus far being in the entertainment industry?
Don't sell yourself short for anything. Even if you're looking on hard times and thinking, I gotta sign this because my family gotta eat or anything else, you're gonna regret it in the long run. Stick it out as long as you can stick it out, and grind as long as you can grind, and get it to where you can make the decisions of your own, because I feel like you're gonna regret it in the long run.
Yeah.
I turned down like 2 deals this year because of it, and I'm so grateful for it that I did, because I am free, like artistically, like
you gotta choose yourself first.
Yes, you gotta choose yourself first with any situation.
Yes,
choose yourself first.
Now, I want to kind of get a little backstory on you getting into fashion. How did that come? How long have you been involved? Tell us about the type of clientele. Anything that you want to share about you as a fashion designer.
My clothing brand is called Miyake V. I started Miyake V around 2009. I've showcased at every huge arena that it could be in Philadelphia, from Fillmore to Wells Fargo to everything else. I always been a fashion lover. I mean, look at me. I always loved fashion, you know. So it's one of those talks when you graduate high school and your parents is really on you about what's going on next. College, and I was like, I don't want to waste your time or your money to go to college, because I don't want to be a lawyer, I don't want to be a doctor, I don't want to be none of that, and I also don't want to get stuck with student loans.
That part.
So it took me a little minute to finally realize that fashion was one of the things that I really wanted to do. And to be honest, this is a really funny story. I was actually going to go to college. I was going to sign up for the Art Institute.
Okay.
Because they was the only, at the time, school or like program that was dealing with the fashion design type of situation. And when it was time for the financial aid part, I, of course, needed a co-signer to do it, and my dad denied it. He said, "You're not putting my name on it."
Sound like almost every parent on the planet.
I'm like, okay. But I'm glad he did do that because I ended up teaching myself. I ended up going to the fabric store, just getting some fabric. I knew how to sew from home ec, from like doing grade school and everything else.
I used to love when schools did
and
that.
I ended up just started making dresses from hands and everything else. And then I was getting so big to where I started getting booked for fashion shows. So then the fashion shows would come. I was getting booked at least 3 to 4 times a week. And the hands wasn't doing it. So I went out and bought, and my dad helped me fund sewing machine. And I ended up teaching myself how to sew in the sewing machine. And Miyake V did.
Come on,
it still
now.
is one of the long-standing brands. I dressed my clientele's, just to name a few, was Monica, Jocelyn Hernandez, Freeway, Amber Rose.
Oh, your resume long. Come on now.
Not that, but it's long enough.
It's long enough. It's longer than a couple of people.
And I dressed all of the baddies that's in Philly. Yes.
Yes.
They all had a piece of Miyake V on. My aesthetic at first was like the distressing of the jeans and the denim and everything else. But I took it up a notch. I was spiking them. I was tie-dyeing them. I was bleaching them. You know what I'm saying? Like I made it like a thing to where we took the denim to a whole nother level. But then everybody else started doing it, so then I started moving on to other situations.
You like, they're trying to crack my style.
So I'm gonna let y'all hear that and move on to other situations.
Yes. First of all, shout out to you for teaching yourself and elevating on your own, because that takes a lot as well to be self-taught and to be that talented and skilled. And then no shade to other people who call themselves designers, but I love the fact that you said you're a designer and you're a real designer instead of somebody who, just sell t-shirts and stuff. I genuinely appreciate that in today's time, because I feel like
and
anyone
that's
calls
what kind of
himself a
shut me
designer.
from it a little bit right now, because there's so much of that going on right now to where everybody just slapping their logo with the heat pressing and stuff on everything and saying that they're a designer. So I don't even really want no parts of it anymore. I think I'm going to do one more show in Philadelphia and retire from it. Unless somebody write me and say they want something custom or something like that, then I'll do something like that.
Yes. Now, shout outs to you. And we have to get back to your music. So can you tell us about your song, Numb? What is that one all about?
Numb is one of the deepest songs for me on the album, the new album, Redrum. My fans was saying that this time around they wanted me to be a little bit more personal because I'm not personal on Instagram or anything like that. I just post my business. Like, this is what's coming out. This is what's happening. Here's a look. Here's a look. I'm never one of the ones that's going to get on there crying, telling Instagram my business, snot coming out my nose and everything else. So I think they had this image of, if you don't know me personally, that it was like this perfect patty type of image. So when they asked me that, when I went back into the art, when I went into the creative situation with this new album, it was really 3 deep songs that I wrote. That was the second song that I wrote for this album on a whole. And it was my younger child speaking. I'm the youngest of 5 from my mom. I'm the only child from my dad.
Okay.
So that was my younger self having a voice and saying what I've been through or how I felt as a child. Because even as an adult, I'm one of the go-to people. I never get a chance to vent or express how I feel.
So you that strong.
With my emotion, I'm the strong everything. Family, friends, everything. Everybody pouty stuff on me. So this was my first time digging deep and expressing from years ago how I felt. You know what I'm saying? So it took me back years ago with wounds that I thought that was closed, but I never even addressed them, so they wasn't ever closed. They were just overlooked. I just kept
put
going.
it all out on the table.
Yeah. So Numb is one of them, but now that it's out, I'm getting so many DMs with a lot of fans and supporters and even new listeners saying how much that touched them too and how relatable it was to them also. Yeah. So I did my job.
Okay,
because it wasn't just about me.
I love that.
So,
and shout out to you for pouring your heart out, because that takes a lot in itself to be vulnerable to the public.
Yes.